Hi there, welcome to my first video on YouTube. My name is Helen and this is my channel, Beautifully Flawed by Helen. The reason I've started this channel is I am a former veterinary nurse. I worked within the veterinary industry for 20 plus years, but I got diagnosed with a chronic long-term health condition called fibromyalgia, coupled with chronic fatigue syndrome back in 2017. Now, not long after that diagnosis, even with some changes to my work environment, my work-life balance, I got to the point of physical and mental exhaustion, and my body broke, and I had to stop nursing for a while. So went on long-term sick for a little while, tried to go back part-time. That didn't work. I had another quite significant relapse, so I had to make the heartbreaking decision kind of the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, to stop nursing altogether, which absolutely broke me. Just changed everything about my life. It's all I ever knew, and consequently my mental health deteriorated quite rapidly, to the point where I went into a spiraling depressive episode. Call it a breakdown, call it what you will, but it's massively impacted my life, and also my daughter's life, and my life of my family. So I put a lot of energy into trying to recover, get myself back into some semblance of normal healthiness, well, what I called the new normal. There's a whole backstory to things leading up to that point, but yeah, so basically by the beginning of 2019 I had basically my world come crashing down around my ears. And then, of course, obviously we all know what happened at the end of 2019 going into 2020. We won't mention it, but yes, so yeah, not a good time. Fast forward to now, I'm now in a better mindset now. I'm a person who doesn't like to sit still as much as I can. I like to continue to learn and develop my skills. So I had a bit of a rethink of what I could do sort of going forward. So obviously the pandemic hit in 2020. And during that time I thought, right, I'm not sitting here doing nothing. I was homeschooling my daughter, but during the times when she was either occupied with school or outside of those times, I would do online learning, and I got in touch with a really lovely lady, Franette, who is a Reiki master teacher, and I actually started my journey with Reiki and energy healing, things like that. I've always had an interest. It's always been something that's been in the background. I'm very much into alternative therapies, alternative treatments, that sort of thing. I'd had some Reiki myself, going through my marriage breakdown, in going into a divorce. I used Reiki to help with the effects it had on me, not just mentally but inside. And I always thought, this is something I would love to do. So yeah, so I retrained and did my Reiki level 1, I did my Reiki level 2, and then I also then completed my level 3, which took me into becoming a Reiki master myself, and it also meant I could teach people Reiki. I've also done a meditation teacher qualification as well. So yeah, there's various other things I've done behind the scenes. But yeah, the reason I wanted to start this channel and sort of the whole story is, one, share my story. I know there are many thousands of people out there who suffer with mental health problems. There are people out there that suffer with chronic long-term conditions, chronic pain. The list is endless. I want to share my story. I've had my own hiccups along the way. I've been highs, lows, yeah. With my channel, it will be real and raw. There will be gaps in my uploads. I am using this platform to share my story, hopefully educate other people, and maybe encourage other people not to feel that just because they have a mental illness or that they have a chronic long-term condition, there is always something out there you can do, whether that be to help yourself, help others, work-wise, personal-wise. I want to share it all, the good, the bad and the ugly. There's things I've done in my past that I'm not proud of. There are some massive achievements in my life that sometimes I just do not give myself credit for. So yes, I hope you will join me in my journey in sharing what I've gone through in the last 2-3 years, just to begin with. It may be a little bit jumbled at times, because I do suffer with brain fog. I can be in the middle of a sentence and trail off and think, okay, where was I? I've lost my train of thought. All part of the condition. These are all things I've had to learn to deal with, cope with on a day-to-day life. I'm a single parent. I live on my own with my daughter. I have a small support network group around me. My family is very small and we're very spread out. So I don't have a lot of immediate family around me. So I've learnt from a very young age to be independent, and that's something I praise my parents for teaching both me and my sister become independent people. But it's hard at times. It's really hard at times, especially when you suffer with chronic conditions. But yeah, join me along the way. Like I say, I'm not going to say I'm going to do a regular upload just because of the way my day-to-day life can be. I have started a blog page at Beautifully Flawed by Helen. I'll link in the description my webpage, my Instagram account and my Facebook page as well. I really want to get myself out there. I really want to help people. That's what I do. I've always been a helper. I help others before myself. If I can provide little nuggets of wisdom to people, great. I've done my job. But I don't see why we should struggle in silence. Everyone's story is different. Everyone's journey is different. My journey is going to be completely different to somebody else's, so don't draw comparisons. That's the biggest misconception with fibromyalgia. People compare their symptoms versus somebody else. Every person's journey is different, and it's also making the general public more aware of hidden conditions. So moving forward, I really do hope that you will join me in 1, following my journey, 2, sharing my journey. I would massively appreciate likes, shares, subscriptions. Share it with friends, family, anybody you feel who could benefit from these little, hopefully, nuggets of wisdom. I am open to comments. All I would say is just be gentle. I'm new to this and I'm a complete novice. I am learning on the run, basically. So I'm hitting the ground running. I've been procrastinating about doing this for far too long. I'm just going to hit the ground running. So constructive comments, please. I would very much appreciate. Any questions, stick them in the comments below. I know to get myself started, in the beginning, I'm not expecting a huge pouring of comments, likes, subscriptions, whatever. I know this is going to be a long process, so please bear with me, but I would appreciate your support, your love, and yeah, we'll have some laughs along the way. There probably will be tears at some point, so yeah. Anyway, I rambled enough, I've rambled long enough, so I wish you all a fantastic Friday. Have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye.